Hey everyone, it's Mel Robbins, and let's talk about something we've all struggled with at some point: procrastination. You know that feeling, right? The one where you have a list of things to do, but you just can't seem to get started. That invisible force field that keeps you glued to the couch, scrolling endlessly through social media when you know you've got a mountain of work piling up. It's like there's a mental block that stops you from taking that first step. We're diving deep into the trenches of procrastination in this video. We're going to uncover the reasons behind it and how it affects our daily lives. No more excuses, no more delays. It's time to take control and make a change. I'm going to break down the science behind why we procrastinate. Did you know that our brains are wired to avoid discomfort and seek pleasure? And give you the tools to kick it to the curb. We'll explore techniques that can help you overcome this habit. We are talking actionable strategies, my friends, the kind that gets you real results starting today. From setting clear goals to breaking tasks into manageable chunks, the kind that gets you real results starting today. Imagine the satisfaction of checking off items on your to-do list and feeling accomplished. This isn't just about getting things done, it's about unlocking your full potential. When you stop procrastinating, you open up a world of possibilities. It's about unlocking your full potential. Think about the goals you've set aside, the dreams you've put on hold. It's time to bring them back to life. Procrastination is the thief of dreams, but we're taking back control. No more looking back with regret, but we're taking back control. We're breaking free from the chains that hold us back and stepping into a future filled with possibilities. Over the next 20 minutes, I'm going to walk you through the steps to conquer your to-do list, crush your goals, and finally feel that amazing sense of accomplishment. We'll cover everything from time management to staying motivated, and finally feel that amazing sense of accomplishment. Picture yourself at the end of the day, looking at all you've achieved and feeling proud. So are you ready to stop putting things off and start living your best life? Buckle up, Buttercup, because we're about to take this journey together. It's time to take action and make a change and start living your best life. Buckle up, Buttercup, because we're about to take this journey together. It's time to take action and make a change because we're about to take this journey together. Let's get started and make today the day we stop procrastinating and start achieving our dreams. Let's get real. The first step to beating procrastination is understanding your enemy. And trust me, the enemy isn't that pile of laundry or those unanswered emails. It's the master of disguised distractions. Distractions are sneaky little creatures that thrive on instant gratification. That notification ding, that's them calling your name. That urge to check your phone every 5 seconds. You guessed it, distractions at work. But here's the thing about distractions. They're often disguised as harmless breaks. You tell yourself just a quick peek at Instagram or one more funny cat video, but before you know it, an hour's gone by and you haven't made a dent in your to-do list. The truth is, distractions are nothing more than a coping mechanism. They're a way to avoid the discomfort of facing a challenging task. But here's the secret. Once you recognize them for what they are, you can start to take back your power. Now that you know the enemy, it's time to build your defenses. Distractions are everywhere, and they come in many forms. From the constant ping of notifications to the allure of social media, these interruptions can derail your productivity in an instant. But don't worry, with a few strategic changes, you can create an environment that fosters deep focus and concentration. We're talking about creating a fortress of focus, a sanctuary where distractions dare not enter. This space should be a reflection of your commitment to productivity and your desire to achieve your goals. It's not just about having a clean desk. It's about creating an atmosphere that supports your best work. This isn't about becoming a robot. It's about setting yourself up for success. A well-organized workspace can significantly impact your ability to concentrate and get things done. When your environment is clutter-free, your mind can be too. It's about creating a space that feels good to be in, where you can work without feeling overwhelmed by chaos. First things first, eliminate the obvious culprits. Your phone is likely one of the biggest distractions. Those constant notifications can pull you out of your flow state and make it hard to get back on track. Put your phone on airplane mode, silence those tempting notifications, and place it out of sight. This simple step can make a huge difference in your ability to stay focused. And close those extra browser tabs that are just begging for your attention. Each open tab is a potential distraction, pulling your focus away from the task at hand. Keep only the essentials open, and you'll find it much easier to concentrate. Remember, out of sight, out of mind. The fewer distractions you have in your immediate environment, the less likely you are to get sidetracked. A tidy desk can lead to a tidy mind, allowing you to focus on what's truly important. Next, create a dedicated workspace. This doesn't have to be a separate room. It can be a specific corner of a room, or even a particular chair at your dining table. The key is to have a consistent spot where you do your work. It doesn't have to be fancy, just a designated area where you can train your brain to associate it with focus and productivity. Over time, simply sitting in this space can signal to your brain that it's time to work, making it easier to get into the zone. And don't forget to stock it with all the essentials: water, healthy snacks, and maybe even a vision board to keep you inspired. Having everything you need within arm's reach means you won't have to break your concentration to get up and find something. The key here is to minimize distractions before they even have a chance to tempt you. By proactively creating an environment that supports focus, you're setting yourself up for success. Think of it like this. You wouldn't try to eat healthy surrounded by a buffet of junk food, would you? The same principle applies to your workspace, as surround yourself with things that support your goals, not things that detract from them. So why treat your workspace any differently? By taking the time to create a dedicated, distraction-free zone, you're giving yourself the best possible chance to succeed. Your fortress of focus is your secret weapon in the battle against distractions. Embrace it and watch your productivity soar. Okay, we've tackled the distractions. Now let's talk about structure. Structure is the backbone of productivity, and without it, even the best intentions can fall apart. I'm a huge believer in the power of time blocking. This method isn't just about scheduling, it's about creating a visual map of your day that guides you through each task with clarity and purpose. It's like giving your day a backbone, a framework that keeps you on track and prevents those procrastination gremlins from taking over. Imagine having a clear path laid out in front of you where every step is planned and accounted for. Here's how it works. Grab your calendar or planner and schedule out your entire day, including work tasks, breaks, meals, and even downtime. This isn't about being rigid, it's about being intentional with your time. Be specific. Allocate a set amount of time for each activity and stick to it as closely as possible. This specificity helps in creating a sense of urgency and importance for each task. The beauty of time blocking is that it eliminates decision fatigue. By planning ahead, you remove the constant need to decide what to do next, freeing up mental energy for the tasks at hand. When you know exactly what you need to be doing and when, you're less likely to get sidetracked by distractions or fall into the procrastination trap. This clarity can significantly boost your productivity and reduce stress. Remember, this is your time, your life. You have the power to shape it the way you want. Time blocking is a tool that helps you take control and make the most out of every moment. Don't let it slip away in a haze of procrastination and overwhelm. These feelings can be paralyzing, but with a structured plan, you can overcome them. Time blocking gives you back control, allowing you to design your days with intention and purpose. It's about making conscious choices and taking deliberate actions to achieve your goals. So start today and watch how this simple technique transforms your productivity and your life. Now, before you go thinking that beating distractions means becoming a productivity robot, let's talk about breaks. Yes, you heard me right. Breaks, taking regular breaks, is crucial for maintaining focus and preventing burnout. Think of it like this. Your brain is like a muscle, and just like any muscle, it needs time to rest and recharge. Pushing yourself without breaks leads to exhaustion, decreased productivity, and ultimately more procrastination. The key is to schedule your breaks strategically. I recommend the Pomodoro technique. Work for 25 minutes, then take a 5-minute break. Repeat this cycle 4 times, then take a longer break of 20 to 30 minutes. During your breaks, get up, move your body, step away from your workspace, and give your mind a chance to reset. You'll come back feeling refreshed, re-energized, and ready to tackle the next task on your list. Let's talk about that feeling of overwhelm, the one that makes you want to crawl back into bed and hide under the covers. You know what I'm talking about, right? That feeling of being buried alive under a mountain of to-dos, deadlines looming like storm clouds on the horizon. That, my friends, is the procrastination monster rearing its ugly head. It thrives on fear, doubt, and the feeling of being overwhelmed. The bigger the task, the louder it roars, whispering insidious doubts in your ear. But here's the thing about the procrastination monster. It's a bully. It feeds on your inaction, your hesitation. The moment you start to chip away at that mountain, even in the smallest way, it starts to shrink. And that's where the 2-minute rule comes in, a deceptively simple yet incredibly powerful tool for slaying the procrastination monster and reclaiming your power. The 2-minute rule is deceptively simple. If you can do something in 2 minutes or less, do it now. Don't put it off. Don't add it to your to-do list. Just do it. Sounds too good to be true? Let me explain. Think about all the tiny tasks that clutter your day and contribute to that feeling of overwhelm. Responding to a quick email, putting away a pile of laundry, washing a few dishes. These tasks seem insignificant on their own, but they add up, creating a mental weight that drags you down. The 2-minute rule helps you tackle these tasks before they even have a chance to take root in your mind. By taking immediate action, you're not only clearing your mental clutter, you're also building momentum. And momentum, my friends, is the key to breaking free from the shackles of procrastination. Think of momentum like a snowball rolling downhill. It starts small, almost insignificant, but as it gains momentum, it grows bigger and more powerful, unstoppable in its path. The same principle applies to productivity. The more you act, the easier it becomes to keep acting. Each small task you complete, no matter how insignificant it may seem, adds to your momentum, propelling you forward. The 2-minute rule is the spark that ignites the fire of momentum. It's about breaking down those mental barriers, those insidious whispers of "I'll do it later" that keep you stuck in a cycle of procrastination. Remember, action creates motivation. The more you do, the more you'll want to do, and the easier it will be to tackle those bigger, more challenging tasks. The beauty of the 2-minute rule is that it's not just about those small tasks. It's about building a habit of action, a mindset of just do it that spills over into all areas of your life. Once you start experiencing the power of taking action, you'll be amazed at what you can accomplish. That big, scary project you've been putting off. Break it down into smaller 2-minute tasks. Write the introduction, outline the main points, research a key concept. Each small step moves you closer to your goal, and the momentum you build along the way will carry you through the finish line. Remember, you are capable of amazing things. Don't let procrastination steal your dreams. Embrace the 2-minute rule, unleash the power of momentum, and watch as you unlock your full potential. Okay, let's talk about self-discipline. Because here's the thing. Waiting around for motivation to strike is like waiting for a unicorn to show up at your door with a winning lottery ticket. It's not a real strategy. Motivation is garbage. It's the thing you wait for to disappear so you can finally start that project. You see, motivation follows action. You don't need to feel like it to start. In fact, the moment you start acting is the moment you start feeling motivated. It's about making a choice, even when it's hard, even when you don't feel like it. And that's where self-discipline comes in. Now, building self-discipline is like building a muscle. It takes time, it takes effort, and it takes consistency. You don't wake up one day and suddenly bench press 200 pounds. You start small, you stay consistent, and you gradually increase the weight. Same goes for self-discipline. Start with small, achievable goals. Don't try to overhaul your entire life overnight. Pick one thing you want to improve and focus on that. Maybe it's waking up 15 minutes earlier. Maybe it's tackling that one task you've been putting off. Whatever it is, make it small, make it doable, and make it non-negotiable. And here's the key. Celebrate your wins. Every time you follow through, acknowledge your progress, because that sense of accomplishment, that's fuel for the fire. One of the most powerful tools in your self-discipline arsenal is routine, because routines create structure and structure reduces the need for willpower. Think about it. You don't have to motivate yourself to brush your teeth every morning, do you? It's automatic, it's a habit, and habits are formed through repetition. So create a routine that supports your goals. If you want to exercise more, schedule it into your day like any other important appointment. If you want to be more productive, design a morning routine that sets you up for success. Remember, your environment can either support or sabotage your efforts. So create an environment that makes it easier to do the things you know you need to do. Listen, we all have the same 24 hours in a day. The difference between those who achieve their goals and those who don't often comes down to one thing: self-discipline. It's about taking ownership of your actions, your choices, and your life. No more excuses, no more procrastination. No more letting fear hold you back. You have the power within you to create the life you want. But it starts with making the decision to show up for yourself, even when it's hard. Remember, self-discipline is not about being perfect. It's about progress, not perfection. So, embrace the journey, embrace the challenges, and watch yourself transform. Let's talk about the big F word, failure. It's the thing that keeps so many of us stuck, paralyzed, afraid to even try. But here's the thing about fear. It's a liar. It whispers doubts, it magnifies risks, and it keeps us small and safe in our comfort zones. But the truth is, failure is not the opposite of success. It's a stepping stone to success. Every successful person you know has failed. Probably a lot, but they didn't let those failures define them. They learned from them, they grew from them, and they kept going. So how do we move past this fear? We reframe it. We stop seeing failure as this big, scary monster and start seeing it for what it really is: feedback. Every time we try something and it doesn't work out, we're getting valuable information. We're learning what works, what doesn't, and what we need to adjust. Think of it like this. Imagine you're learning to ride a bike. Are you going to let a few falls stop you? No. You dust yourself off, you get back on, and you keep practicing until you get it right. The truth is, most of us are more afraid of the unknown than we are of failure itself. We're afraid of what people will think, afraid of disappointing ourselves and others, afraid of the uncertainty that comes with stepping outside our comfort zones. But here's the thing. Life begins at the end of your comfort zone. It's in those moments of uncertainty, of pushing past our fears, that we truly grow, evolve, and discover our full potential. So embrace the unknown, embrace the possibility of failure, because it's on the other side of fear that you'll find your greatest triumphs. Listen, perfection is a myth. It's a dangerous illusion that keeps us from taking action, from putting ourselves out there, from living our lives to the fullest. So let go of the need to be perfect. Instead, focus on progress. Focus on taking action, even if it's imperfect action, because imperfect action is always better than no action at all. Remember, you are capable of amazing things, but you'll never know what you're truly capable of if you let fear hold you back. Wow, you made it. You've learned about beating distractions, mastering the 2-minute rule, building self-discipline, and conquering your fear of failure. Now it's time to put it all into practice. Here's your challenge for this week. Identify one task you've been putting off, something you've been afraid to start or finish. Then commit to taking action. Set a timer for just 2 minutes and dive in. I promise you, once you start, you'll be surprised by how much you can accomplish. Don't let procrastination steal your potential. Take action now. And don't forget to subscribe for more life-changing content.